Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow, and the whole world is now one country. No more borders, no passports, one government, one leader, one law for all humanity. It sounds impossible, maybe even terrifying. But what if it actually happened? How would your life change if the entire planet became a single superstate ruled by just one country? Let's dive into a future that's both utopian and dystopian, and see what happens when the ultimate what if comes true. Maybe it began with a crisis global war, climate catastrophe, or an AI uprising that forced nations to unite or perish. Or perhaps one superpower, China, the US, or a new tech-driven federation used its wealth, influence, or even military might to bring the world under a single flag. However it happens, the result is total unification. Now there's a new capital of Earth, maybe a reimagined New York, a futuristic Beijing, or a shining city built from scratch in the Sahara. The old United Nations is gone, replaced by the World Council, where every region has a voice, but only one government makes the rules. Forget local elections. Now, you vote for the president of Earth. Political parties become global machines, campaigning in every language and every time zone. The stakes? Astronomical. Imagine one leader with the power to change the lives of 10 billion people overnight. Could democracy survive on such a scale? Or would a single-party system rise, promising order but crushing dissent? A single mistake, scandal, or abuse of power could rock the entire planet at once. But there's a big upside. Wars between nations are history. No more military standoffs, no nuclear threats, just a single peacekeeping force. Now, the dominant country's language, traditions, and pop culture take over. Everyone learns the same language in school. The world celebrates the same holidays, watches the same movies, follows the same trends. It could feel like a global family or like a cultural grey-out, where local color fades and ancient traditions vanish. Would you miss your home country's food, music, and history? Or would you welcome a world where everyone finally understands each other? One currency, one set of laws. You can live, work, or study anywhere with no paperwork. Move from Paris to Mumbai to Rio as easily as crossing the street. Trade wars, tariffs, and economic sanctions are ancient history. A global minimum wage and universal healthcare. Finally possible. But with one government in charge, a single policy mistake could crash the entire economy at once. There's no safety net, no other countries left to help you if things go wrong. With the whole planet working together, humanity could cure diseases, stop climate change, and launch missions to Mars decades sooner. One global space agency, one climate plan, one scientific language. But here's the catch. Without the rivalry and competition that drove the space race or the internet revolution, will innovation stall? Sometimes the best ideas come from trying to outdo your rivals. Of course, not everyone will want to be ruled from afar. Underground cultures, secret languages, and rebel movements will thrive. The world police must decide, crack down hard and risk rebellion, or allow pockets of freedom and risk losing control. A planet ruled by one country could mean peace, progress, and a shared future. But it might also erase the very things that make us unique. Is the price of unity too high? Would you choose global order or fight for your own identity? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more world-shaking scenarios from What If Wave.